Antes de comenzar, ¿te gustaría ver notificaciones cuando Marty tenga un nuevo objetivo? Se baja intensidad. ¿Pero de cuál? Espérenme que no veo. ¿Este cuál es? Ahí estamos. Supongo que sí. Nacherian.
Alright, I'm ready.
A ver, espérense. La pantalla se ve medio rara. ¿O no alcanza esa resolución?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th,
El sábado 26 de octubre, 18:05 a la 1:18.
And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Aini. Hey,
Come on,
boy,
Aini.
get in there.
El percoso,
In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right,
Dude.
check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Got it.
Not me.
Mi
The car.
auto.
The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this.
Doc, desintegró a Einstein.
What did I tell you?
88 millas por hora.
The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds.
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
No desintegré a nadie.
Disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of
Las placas no viajan en el tiempo.
completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
¿Cuándo diablos están?
When the hell
Pregunta
are they?
correcta, es cuándo.
Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into
Un minuto del tiempo para ser exacto.
And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds.
Hiciste una máquina del tiempo
And the time
con un auto DeLorean.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into
Que no
a
hacerlo
car,
con
why not
estilo.
do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Cuidado.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds
Hace
ago.
26 segundos.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Muéstrame mi cuaderno. Y así perdimos a Einstein. Y nos matamos limpios. Encuentra el cuaderno de Doc. Doc necesita su cuaderno. Ah, ok, camina hacia izquierda hasta donde puedas ver la caja. Haz clic y sostiene el botón izquierdo del mouse. Luego arrastra a Marty en la dirección que quieres que cambie. No es cierto, no puedo cambiar con SDF, no se hagan mensos. La historia está ahora. Ahora selecciona la caja de herramientas para buscar tu cuaderno. Ah, bueno, el cuaderno, porque no es mío. Posiciona el curso sobre la caja de herramientas, luego clic para accionar.
What's in the box?
Bueno, tiene sentido, pero gracias.
Plutonium.
Es plutonio.
Plutonium.
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
Gigawatts. Ok, señor. Salga de ahí. Ocupa mucho espacio. Gracias por la ayuda, pero no gracias. A ver.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
Condensador de
What the
flujos.
heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that
Lo que
makes
hace
time
posible
travel
viajar en el
possible.
tiempo.
In this notebook, I've
Por no
detailed
tener las
nearly
partículas
3
PIM.
decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z and E equals
Así,
the square
así
root of
ocurrió.
Z times C squared.
Eso suena familiar.
Consequences could be
Las
catastrophic.
consecuencias podrían ser.
Whoa. Deja vu.
Déjà vu.
Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Ciencia loca.
Yeah, Mom, it was
Se le fue una
just
pesadilla. Esa es una clásica.
It was in the past, and Doc was there.
La foto.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your
H. Los
father's waiting
Bereches.
for
Es
you.
una continuación a la trilogía. Sí, sí.
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late.
Estoy atrasado. It's about time. Episodio 1. En venta hasta el mayo 14 de 1986.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Vine para impedir la
Better late than
venta.
never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The
Son
city
las
has
cosas
no
del
right
Doc.
to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
Hi, Biff.
Ay, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
El objeto de que ves en el laboratorio para asegurarte que el Doc no dejó nada peligroso sobre el alimentador de perro.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Ok. Plato de Einstein.
Miss Einstein.
¿Y será?
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste and decor. I kind of like Doc.
Relojes.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
¿Por qué no se lleva ninguno con él? Es una buena pregunta. George. ¿Qué onda, papá? Parece dar toda la vuelta.
Hey, Dad.
El Doc está vivo. ¿Quién está vendiendo esto?
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it
Me ofrecí
in order to make
voluntariamente.
sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Ok. Tuve un sueño.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Se Marty tiene
Well,
unos
you know,
años en la
I don't
garganta,
believe
sí,
in
sí, sí.
mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something.
Ah, que me puedo ir. El Doc está
I'm
vivo.
telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's
Pero el Doc
run up
tiene
some
deuda.
pretty
Oh,
sizable debts
ok.
around
Ok,
town.
tiene más
Maybe
sentido
he's
así.
just hiding from his creditors.
Bueno, ahora sé por qué.
I'll
Se
keep
llevan
looking
sus
around.
cosas.
Thanks, Dad.
Ok, me está molestando esa cosita ahí. Déjenme explorar a gusto, por favor. Bueno, aún con el cambio de la historia, tu papá sigue siendo un idiota. Creo que no, me va a molestar esa cosa ahí en la ventana. ¿Qué crees, gente? Que ya lo bugueé. No. Miau.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was. Hey, Biff.
Oh, hi, Marty.
No quería hablar con Biff, pero bueno. ¿Qué estás haciendo
What are
aquí?
you doing here?
Well, I was as bummed as anybody to hear that the old nutcase had kicked it.
He's not.
Que el viejo
I'm
estiró
not
la
above
pata.
picking through the remains. You know what they say. Don't look a gift horse in the butt.
Caballo regalado no se le ve el trasero, no, pues sí. Adiós.
Never mind.
Pensé que era una nota o algo, pero es hablar con este tipo.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Yo lo vi primero.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it up
Pero yo lo
first.
tomé primero.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Dámelo.
Hey, Biff.
El cuaderno me recuerda al Doc.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to
Está
get over it and move on.
Mcfly. Es que conozco a Biff, cualquier cosa que le diga
Never mind.
le va a dar más valor y se lo va a quedar. Konnichiwa.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a
¿Por qué mi
price tag
guitarra
on it?
tiene etiqueta de precio?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Bueno, tengo mi guitarra, a ver. Inventario. Ahora que has abierto el inventario de Marty, puedes seleccionar... ¿qué? Objetos. Selecciona el George McFly, luego está el botón de examinar objeto.
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers
Para recordarme
grow
que
up
hasta
to be
los
pretty cool
perdedores...
guys. I keep this picture of my dad to remind
Que
me
hasta
that
los
even the most
perdedores pueden
hopeless losers
convertirse
grow up to be
en
pretty cool guys.
tipos buena onda. ¡Oh, que la tostada! ¡Wow, wow!
It may not look like much, but it packs a wallop. Let's make some noise.
Poder primario. Drivers.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time.
Me tomó mucho
Some
tiempo.
jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Y un idiota se lo va a llevar por centavos. ¡Y!
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Penis. ¿Puedo usarla? Usar objeto.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie.
Esta es una vieja pero
1, 2,
bonita.
3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Hasta que se oye el zzzz.
I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again.
El televisor. O los relojes. Ah, no sé.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
¿Qué hay que hacer?
Seems kind of empty without the courthouse.
Oye, tengo la... No, ya no tengo la guitarra.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly. I was just warming him up for you, Marty.
Solo lo
Let's
preparado
see
para
what you
ti.
got.
Hay que distraerlo, ¿no? O algo.
Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
A ver.
Hey, Dad.
Puedo pelear mis propias peleas, papá.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough.
Pero no es tan
I've
duro.
been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
Entonces yo también puedo.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me.
Acerca de Biff.
Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. Yeah, he found it first.
Él lo
but-
encontró primero, pero...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something.
Ah, pues si quieren ayuda, papá.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
A ver, entonces...
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans.
Biftones.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Como en la primera película.
Rock on, Biff.
Uf.
Shit.
Doc,
Una lista de
where
cosas.
are you?
Te voy a ser sincero, Marty.
Te voy a ser sincero. ¿Cómo estás, Infamous? ¿Cómo te trata el clima el día de hoy?
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Zapato.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Estoy seguro que está en estos zapatos. A ver.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature...
Sistema de recuperación automática.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always the possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or
O antes.
maybe later.
He's in
Tal vez
trouble.
después.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap!
Clásica.
Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Por el zapato.
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor
Pues no te
and the
tienen los
DeLorean.
planos del Doc.
I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
A ver, Marty. Ok, lo mismo. Usa tus poderes de detective marciano, Magini.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Ahí, ¿cómo veo? A ver, salir. Ahí está, ¿no traes alguna pata? Que me dé una pista.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Qué perro tan más extraño. A ver. Sí, rastro de Doc. Un zapato de tacos. El DeLorean. Algo huele raro. ¡Oh! ¡Qué buena pista, joven! Como en la película. A ver, olfatea.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Cierra el auto, ¿no? Clásico.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Ese Einstein está bien entrenado. Street.
Step away from the door. Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected.
Hooligans.
Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Tengo algo para usted.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Zapato.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Quédate ahí. Unos. Tiene el otro par. ¿Qué me ve, señora?
Leave that creature outside!
Outside.
Sorry, Einstein.
Pues sí está bien entrenado, ¿eh?
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
Muchas
Return
escaleras.
the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. Now I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
Nope.
All I've got is tea and candy.
But
And
I'm
candy.
sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions.
9 de cada 10.
After all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are
En la
hooligans.
ciudad son
It's a
hooligans.
fact. Look it up.
Ah, no, pues sí.
Have a seat, Sonny.
¿Ya qué? ¿Dónde me siento?
Hey, you kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Dejen esos cigarros, así les voy a gritar.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine
Mis guiones están en su canción
condition
original
and
y meticulosamente ordenados.
organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all
La
over
mamá de
them.
Streetland, ¿no? Sí, sí, sí. A ver, ¿qué arriba puedo ver? No. Dulces.
The candy looks older than I am.
Esos dulces son más viejos que yo.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
¡Miau! ¿Qué me quiso decir ahí?
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But
¿Pero cuándo?
when in the past?
Todo un tranito tu maestro.
What are these?
My editorial trophy.
Trofeos de la
Cat
editorial.
Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Periodismo legítimo. Señora.
Miss Strickland?
Señora Streetland.
Diane! I know what you're doing.
¿Qué están haciendo detrás de ese árbol?
Yes.
¿Cuándo perdió su zapato?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe. Huh. Hi,
Don
what a
entrometido.
nosy Nelly. No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine. Let me think about it. Yes, I remember.
Una
I
pelea con un
lost it in
perro.
a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes. The day that speakeasy burned down.
El bar clandestino se quemó.
Speakeasy in Hill
En
Valley.
Hill Valley.
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation
No tiene el
doesn't hold
copyright de depravación
copyright
moral.
on moral depravity, you know. Yeah. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Bar clandestino. Genial.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize.
No romantices el pasado,
young
jovencita.
man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
¿Dónde estaba el bar clandestino?
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of
Soy un
history.
estudiante de historia.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation.
Estudiante de historia, mi tía Fanny.
Slackers could give two right
Son
things
colegas ni
about
vagos.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store.
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
Tienda de alquiler de videos. Soy tan viejo.
After the speakeasy burned down.
Porque sé que es eso.
Following year, as I recall.
¿Qué pasa con los periódicos?
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive.
Mi archivo personal.
I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph
El
ever
telégrafo de
published.
Hill Valley.
Get out. Every single issue?
Cada uno de ellos desde
1871
1871.
to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Lindos binoculares.
Stargazing?
No, I set my sights on the lower things. Is that? Ted!
Biff Tannen.
Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Ok. Adiós, señora.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think
Ni siquiera tirar ese pañuelo al suelo.
Kleenex on the ground!
Hay gente muy loca en este mundo.
keeps it hot in here.
Hace calor aquí.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
And don't touch anything. Órale, carnal.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Jóvenes chicos con camión de estiércol. Entendí la referencia.
Brown mansion destroyed.
Mansión Brown destruida.
62. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
Necesito saber el año.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down.
Pero cuando fue, no pregunté por eso. Ya, señora en la tumba, espera.
Yeah,
Uy.
that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Ok, tengo que descubrir el año, ¿no? No hice esa pregunta. A ver, señora.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland?
¿Puede ayudarme? ¿Pueden ayudarme esos
I guess
periódicos?
somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself.
Probablemente lo escribí yo.
I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
¿Cómo sé qué año? No entiendo. No, pues adiós, a ver.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Necesito una pista. Pistas. Han perdido zapato durante la época de prohibición. Cuando un estacionamiento ilegal se incendió. ¿Dónde construyeron el lugar? Ahí sí es otra pista. O sea, sí me dijo que fue en el... ¿qué? ¿Ahora es un videoclub? ¿O puedo salir? ¿Dónde estaba el bar?
The video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
¿Dónde estaba?
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following
Al año
year,
siguiente.
as I recall.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Necesito otra información. Estás buscando una fecha, la encontrarás en un edificio. Me imaginé. ¿Puedo salir?
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Tengo un video que devolver.
Go. I get so few visitors these days.
But
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were
Tu
to
vicedirector
me.
a cargo de la disciplina.
Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Ok, no me puedo ir.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
U! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Ok, este puzzle está medio loco, carnal. Ah, ya entendí. Distraerla. ¿Cómo lo pensé?
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Ajá, ¿quiere que el agua hierve? Cúrele. Binoculares.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Vale, video. 1932. Febrero.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me.
No me mires a mí.
Far too old for you.
Listo, maguito. Men. Ok. Es un año antes. ¿Puedo volver a distraerla? Supongo que esto es eterno.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Ok, hay que buscar 1931. ¡Córrele! ¡Uy!
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan?
Sagan.
It's Doc! Killed by a mob.
Asesinado
What's the
por la
date?
mafia.
June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
14 de junio. Ush.
My newspapers!
My
Sorry,
newspaper.
Miss Strickland. Let me...
Oh, you've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Estoy siendo atacados por Hooligan. Uy, papá.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that
¿Qué
getup?
quieres con ese disfraz? Es un disfraz para la obra de la escuela. Fiesta de Halloween.
It's a costume. Tonight's the big Halloween party.
Halloween party?
En mayo.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Eso espero.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Apenas notarás que me fui. ¿Cuántas veces tienes planeado más? Miau.
You ready to go, Einstein?
Ay, con Einstein. Vámonos.
I've got to turn on the time circuits first.
Vale.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor.
Concedo el flujo.
Fluxy.
Ruidoso. Fecha.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931,
Dejaré un
why
día
don't you show up
antes.
the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Uy, qué bueno que no tengo que manejar. Hill Valley. Siguiente. Cuarta salida. El perro. Ok. Oh. Pensé que iba a ver ¿cómo les dicen? Quick Time Event o algo así. El carro del futuro. Qué feas patas tiene ese perro. Ok. Llevo una hora jugando esta cosa y no he hecho nada.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Limpiaron este lugar. Parece nuevo. Pensé que lo iban a atropellar como clásica. Como la clásica escena que salen luego. Les dije.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Young man.
Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
Leí
What's
sobre
your
eso.
opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of
Libera a
liquor?
Hill Valley de los garros de licor. Tiene que haber un error. Le hubiera mandado a la moda disco miau.
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
Voy a hacer la correcta, supongo. Conozco al Doc.
How'd Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really?
Lo son.
Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my
Necesito
story.
una opinión
Pretend you
imparcial.
don't know him. How would you feel
Pretende
about
que no
this
lo
brutal act of
conoces.
destruction?
Estoy contra las bombas.
Well, I'm not so big on bomb blasts.
Yes, but this bomb blasted a speakeasy, the very symbol of lawlessness and corruption. You're all for cleaning up the town, aren't you? Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who
Para los
still roam
malvados
the
gangsters.
streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Estoy tras él.
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what?
Que te hagan que.
Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Uff. Harry Callahan. Michael Corleone. Sunny Crockett. Me tienta. ¿Alguien puede tirarme un dado? Corleone siempre, este tipo. Bueno, será Corleone.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone.
Es el
Emmett
Corleone.
Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Ah, señorita Strickland.
I know, I met you back.
Te conocí en...
I'm familiar with your work.
You read my
Conozco tu
column?
trabajo.
How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Uy, el
Einstein,
perrito.
no, down, boy.
Down,
This
boy.
wretched creature yours, he assaulted me once before.
Ya me ha atacado una
Got
vez.
into you.
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law.
Es la ley. Investígala.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
Algo trae esa morra, ¿verdad? Mientras caminas, presiona el botón derecho del mouse para que Marty corra. No es cierto, es con Shift. Tiburón, ¿es en serio?
Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Parece que será un tiburón. Tiburón, muy pronto. Ay, déjame ver.
Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Ah, ok, es todo. Esos guiños que no puede dejar.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Den la bienvenida a los vagabundos. Bar. Pero no tengo dinero.
Hey, can I get some moose?
¿Puedo conseguir algo de espuma?
Like a hunting lodge?
¿No qué? ¿No hearing? ¿Qué será hearing?
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Bob.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
¿Cómo el Doc terminó mezclado en esto? Esa es una muy buena pregunta. Oficial de leyes, Cervenix, ¿estás aquí? Abogados.
No solicitors.
No se permiten. ¿Qué vendedores?
Hello?
No solicitors!
¿El banco de quién sabe quién?
Bank of Italy?
¿El banco de Italia?
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Ok, por allá, ok. Hoy sopa especial. A ver. El especial de hoy. ¿La sopa de ayer? ¿What? Reservando para la Kennedy.
Mcfly.
Biff?
Kid.
Grandpa?
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Thanks,
Piensa,
Mcfly.
Mcfly.
The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I
Como
don't
Baby
think
Ruth.
Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't
¿Y tú no
want
quieres
that, would
eso?
you?
¿O sí?
Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
Mi favorita.
That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
¿Qué miras?
Keep your
Punk.
eyes on the soup, kid. Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
The safe
do that.
house.
And McFly,
Yes?
McFly, tu zapato. Ah, no.
you better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
Sí, es cierto que sus antepasados no sabían
Till I
elegir
give you the all clear.
buenos sombreros.
I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Ok. Ah, no, el inventario no. ¿Para qué quiero un teléfono? ¿Qué onda, señor?
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
No quiero arruinar su línea del tiempo. Joder, bien pensado, Woody.
Okay.
La sopa más grande.
Hey, never mind.
No importa.
Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Antes de llamar a la gente al azar. Uy.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
¿Por qué está cerrado ese lugar? Supongo que es para más tarde.
Okay. Hey, Never mind.
Ok. Salimos. Un auto. Sopa de pollo. Las hermanas. ¿Qué? ¿Qué era Mercy? Misericordia de la piedad, algo así. Ven por la sopa y quédate por la salvación. ¡Oilo! Estación de policía desde 1891.
Doc.
Marty,
Marty.
Doc.
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did?
¿Lo hice?
When?
May
¿No es el Doc?
14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval
El sistema de
system,
recuperación
of course.
automática.
I'd almost
Ah, ok,
forgotten
ok, ya me he
about
espantado.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
that. Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
¿No?
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow
Me
morning.
van a soltar mañana
Basically,
temprano.
I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car.
Para entregarte el
Sorry
auto.
about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down.
Me van a venir unos
To
gangsters.
the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right? But what?
Lo van a soltar de la vida, efectivamente. Alertemos a las autoridades.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future.
Que mi amigo del futuro tiene una prueba.
Tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a.
No quieres ver el interior de un maníaco en 1931. ¿Volvemos en el tiempo?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without
Ni
my
siquiera lo
unjust
pienses.
incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum
Si me sacas, ¿cómo es que llega hasta aquí y creamos una paradoja?
We've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe.
Hecho de mereces.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Deja el futuro y trae a la futurista, háblale. Supongo que podríamos sacarte de la cárcel.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
Un poco de dinamita.
Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be. That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
Taladro cohete.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I
Aún
haven't
no.
built it yet.
Todavía no lo he construido.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old
Mi yo de 17
son
años me hubiera
application
sentido
for a
patente para un
rocket-powered
taladro.
drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back
Abandoné el
from the
proyecto
Plataforma.
después de no recibir una
Prototype
respuesta.
is Nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to
¿Cómo
sneak a
ves?
half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me.
No, yo. Y yo de 1931.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered
Oh,
drill
Boxito.
to break you out of
No seas
jail?
tan incrédulo, Mcfly. ¿Cómo estás, Josly? ¿Cómo te trata el olcito el día de hoy? ¿Cómo supone que voy a hacer que construyas el taladro cohete?
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Su hijo ya de la
Absolutely
cárcel.
not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing
Soy un
kid,
muchacho muy
so enlisting
simpático.
me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
¿Dónde puedo encontrar a tu joven yo?
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can
Digamos
I
que
find
te sigo en la
you? I mean,
corriente.
the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years
Hace
ago.
50
Why did you
años.
go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause
Mantente dejado de
irreparable
la
damage
sopa.
to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Ahora sí. Mendigo Doc, ¿por qué tienes que ser todo tan complicado, la neta? Vendo. Supongo que vengo de gastar mi sueldo en vacunas. Sí, pero al menos ya no tendrás rabia. True. Ya es algo. Entonces hay que regresar al de la sopa. Llaman por teléfono. Ah, ok. Para. Va, ya entendí, ya entendí. Ahí había un teléfono. ¡Y es gratis! O usabas una monedita. Ya no existen de esos. Si me pierdo en la calle, ¿qué hago? Ok, inventario.
Brown Estate.
Residencia
Conduct
Brown.
51038.
Espera, entonces, ¿qué? Pregunto, ¿qué hago con esto?
I really don't think they need to know the Brown family phone number.
A ver. ¿Cómo se llama esta cosa? ¿Cómo se llamaban las que te contestaban por teléfono? Operadora. Ahora te tienen que arrestar para llamar a tus padres si te pierdes. Ah, ok, sabe el número. Brown.
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
El señor. Al joven amo Brown.
The courthouse? Doc never told me you worked at the courthouse.
Operadora, comuníqueme con Batman. Abuelito de Batman. Ok. Ahora ya sé dónde está el Doc. ¿Me atropellan? Uy, pásale. También raro los controles. Cada vez que cambia la cámara, cambia esta cosa. Cambian los controles. Por ejemplo aquí. Si camino hacia la derecha, camino hacia la derecha. Pero si cambia la cámara, mi derecha se convierte, no sé, a mirar hacia arriba y comienza a caminar hacia arriba. Con razón estoy chocando tanto. ¿Qué onda?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
¿Qué haces, Einstein? Vi que estabas ladrando algo arriba. Pensé que había un gato. Es el efecto Resident Evil. Pero era más fácil en Resident Evil que aquí. ¿Entonces tengo que entrar o qué onda?
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive.
Son documentos legales muy sensibles. Ahí los tiene que ver.
Judge Brown says so.
El juez Brown. Ok.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Corleone.
Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way.
Soy abogado, no doctor.
Business to transact.
Corre.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm your
I'm not big
friend.
on friends. They get in the way of work.
Hoy que trabajes en un taladro cohete.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have
Trabajo con la
absolutely
ley.
no interest in science. But only if the coefficient of friction remains constant
No
and
te
the gravitational
convenzo.
constant is variable.
Ay, dale click.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
En bici. Vamos, háblame sobre tu
Okay,
cohete.
so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets.
Todos tenemos
but I'm
secretos.
telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong.
I am busy. ¿Qué andas en bici?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr.
Era casi es un crimen federal. Lo sigo molestando.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett,
Es tu
it's your
futuro.
future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
En más de una
What are
manera.
you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation
Te
of
demandaré por
character.
difamación de persona. Díselo a los Sims. Miau. A ver, pistas. Emmett no te dará ni la hora. Tal vez si tuvieras algo en común. Ay, no. No tengo nada. Oficina de leyes, ok, a ver. Habla conmigo, hermano.
Or do we take H's stand with Nvidia line offer?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Oh. ¿A qué hora terminas?
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On
Depende.
weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
Hasta las
9 at
9.
night. But today's Saturday.
Pero hoy es sábado.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Tengo algo importante.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act.
Deja el papel del águila legal.
For you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together.
Que mantiene la sociedad en
We in
una
the legal
pieza.
profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Tu papá te
Every
dijo eso.
morning.
Cada mañana. Ya me cayó gordo esta versión del doc. No sé cómo convencerlo. ¿Qué estás haciendo?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of
De cada copia del escrito.
Before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it
Así
is.
de importante. ¿Qué tal si sales más temprano?
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do
Soda.
you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages.
Con bebidas
The wheels
azucaradas.
of justice turning. That's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
No te preocupes, yo también soy científica.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
Pero no te creo.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse
En tu
of
vasto almacén de
scientific
conocimiento.
knowledge.
The leg bone.
¿El hueso de la pierna se conecta con la cadera?
Bone?
Amazing.
Suenas un poco asustado.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has
Incorruptible
ever seen.
juez.
The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Sobre tu taladro cohete.
About
Don't
your...
say it. It's variable. Wait, is that even possible?
Ayúdame.
Stand for one
¿Qué haces ahí?
later, then naturally H2A multiplied by the inverse.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Ay, está bien, ayúdame. Algo hay que hacer, algo hay que hacer. Yo digo que lo acoses. Tengo que hacer. A ver, pistas. ¿Me darán una pista? ¿Sobre qué murmura Emmett para sí mismo cuando cree que no le escuches? A ver. Ay. Estoy equivocado.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Me voy.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Don't say it.
No.
A ver, vamos a pedir ayuda. A su propio. A su propio yo. ¿Dónde era? ¿Dónde era? ¿Dónde era? ¿Puedo pasar por él? No. Tengo que cruzar la calle. Uy, cochinos controles. Oh, gracias. Doc.
Psst, Doc.
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Vi a mi abuelo, conocí a tu joven yo. Sobre Kit Tanner, Edna Streetland. Encontré tu cuaderno. A ver, encontré tu
I
cuaderno.
know this really isn't the right time or place.
No es el mejor momento ni lugar.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Ok. Conocí a tu yo joven.
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're
Eres un poco
kind of
antipática.
uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Pareces muy dedicado a la ley.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure
Es una
you. I had
fachada.
to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Tu joven yo murmura mucho.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted
Notables
inventors who
inventores.
shaped my career.
Que moldearon mi
So,
carrera.
it was
Hola,
a
la.
big success?
No, it was a
Fue un
miserable
enorme
failure,
fracaso.
but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Ok. Emmett dice que no es un
I
científico.
tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to
Padre.
do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him.
Por
But
suerte lo
right now, my
enfrenté.
younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
¿Cómo puede ser que Doc confíe en mí?
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
¿Por qué en la expo te hace
What
murmurar?
does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex
Acertijos
mathematical
matemáticos.
conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Yo digo que si es tan fácil hablar con un preso, me traiga los materiales y que los haga el Doc. La neta, sí. No puedo descifrar. A ver, tal vez pueda escuchar lo que dice el
Let's
morro.
talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
A ver. Tal vez pueda escuchar qué murmuran. ¡Ah! Regresa. Ah, malditos controles. Ecuaciones matemáticas murmuran por las calles. Porque B es que raíz cuadrada de B cuadrada por C cuadrada entre ¡ay!
Will you just give me a chance?
¿Entre qué? Ah, algo así.
Federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Ay, ¿cómo entonces no puedo escuchar?
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Now if H stands for one.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye.